Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on prep on how to make nails last a long time, and this is my sister's last set. They lasted 3 weeks. I think I did them I did them after 3 weeks, but and I'm doing a tutorial on how I'm making the nails last, but not these specific nails. I'll have these nails linked in the description. Starting off, I'm gonna push back the cuticles. This step is important because you're exposing new growth and all of that. I'm doing this gently, by the way. I know it's sped up. It looks like I'm not doing a very good job, but I'm doing it gently. I'm not doing it in a rough way. So now I'm taking the dead skin off of the nail plate, just very, very lightly, and also on some parts of the cuticle. This bit doesn't get all the dead skin off the cuticle, and you don't have to do this. You could just scrape the dead skin off the nail plate. You don't have to use a drill, and you also don't have to do this, but I like to do everything to absolutely ensure everything lasts. And I'm just snipping off skin that's sticking up and everything. I'm not overdoing it, and I'm most certainly not making her bleed. So now I'm roughing up the natural nail. I'm removing the shine. I'm doing this with a hand file because we both prefer that. And I'm only just taking away the shine, not doing anything else. I'm not thinning the nail plate or anything like that. I'm just removing the shine. And this helps the acrylic adhere to the nail better when you remove that shine off your nail. I know I'm talking fast, I'm going through this fast, but for some reason I sped this up so much. I really didn't need to, but that's what I did. After I have roughened up the nails, I'm cleaning them with some alcohol because you do not want any dust. That's going to cause lifting. If you leave that on the nail and put acrylic, it will cause lifting. Now I'm just gluing on the tips, and you want to make sure your tips fit sidewall to sidewall. This means that your tips absolutely cannot be too small. And if they're too big and you can't find a size that's, perfect, you can always use one that's too big and just file it down to make it fit, but do not use small tips. Well, don't use tips that are too small for your nail. And the reason why is because they will definitely pop off, because I used to do it. So here she's just showing me how long she wanted her nails to be. And it's like an XL length. I don't think it's XXL, but it's XL length for sure. I'm trying my best to cut them straight, but I don't know why. I was just struggling. I think because her hand always lands sideways, like she never straightens up. It's annoying, but I'm not about to keep on asking her to sit right. So obviously I didn't cut them straight, so I had to straighten out the free edge, and I did this before I shaped the tips because I'm going to be cutting them and shaping them into coffin shape. So you can see I'm doing that right here, and I'm just cutting them enough to where I don't have to file too much. and I did not that great of a job filing on that side, but on the other side of the thumb you can see I did better. But you know, I fixed it. I'm also blending the tip in with her natural nail. And after I did all of this, I'm going to be prepping with Me Secret Dehydrator and Protein Bond, and also Me Secret Primer. So a lot of people skip the dehydration step. I've seen that, but I don't like to skip it, so I recommend just doing all the steps. And also double priming. At first, when I used to do acrylic, I didn't double prime. I don't think it matters which primer you're going with first, to be honest. So at first, when I did acrylic, I didn't double prime and my nails will always lift, and it was very annoying. So make sure you double prime and also do all these other steps. Next, I'm going to apply a thin layer of clear to the natural nail. This is to protect the nail from pigment, the pigmentation of the acrylic, because you do not want stained nails. I forgot to add a layer of clear on like one of my last sets, and it stained my nails. So make sure you do this. It also prevents lifting because clear adheres to the nail a lot better. And there's a lot of other reasons why people do this, but those are the main reasons I do it. So now I'm starting with application. I'm doing a French tip on the pinky first, and when you are doing application near the nail bed, like where the skin is at, make sure you do not get your acrylic on the skin. If you get it on the skin, wipe it off with your brush, it's okay. But if that cures, your nail's gonna lift. So make sure you do not get any acrylic on the skin, because it will cause lifting, most definitely. Also, be sure to work with drier beads near the cuticle, because you do not want to flood the cuticle. That counts as touching the skin, so it will lift. So here I picked up like a really big old bead and just placed it in the wrong spot. Like, I don't know where my head was at when I placed this, but I scraped it off because obviously don't do that. It was a big bead and it was dry. But anyway, just place your biggest bead at the tip and then a medium-sized bead in the middle, and then for your cuticle bead, it should be the smallest. I didn't really do that here. I don't know why, but I mean, I just built the nail. I just built up the color as best as I could. Also, if my voice sounds weird throughout this whole recording, like different, like every time I talk, it's because I'm recording, I'm like adding in some notes the day after I recorded my other voiceover because I did not say enough at all. I couldn't record much filing because I was running low on space, but make sure you seal the cuticle because that's also an important step to prevent lifting, because it seals all the acrylic in, and you know, your acrylic is stuck down to your nail and it'll prevent lifting for like 3 to 4 weeks. And if you're set, like, I don't know if you're lucky, I guess it'll last more than that, but you should really take your nails off after 3 weeks. Since this video is more about how to prevent lifting, I'm not really going to talk much about the design. This is what she wanted, except I'm not doing the sugar nails since this glitter acrylic is really pretty. I didn't want to cover it. I almost did, but I ended up deciding not to. I got the same tiny little butterflies, and I'm just gonna place them where they are in the picture, pretty much. And then I'm gonna do the flower nail art, and I did record all this, so just enjoy. these are the finished nails. I also have a video of them in the sun, so stick to the end to see that. They're really pretty in the sun.